Napa know-how.
A Napa guy knows more isn't always better, unless we're talking about full-size vans. These beasts do more than get you from A to B. They have so much space a man can live in it. With shag carpeting, waterbed, and a sweet lava lamp, these mobile abodes have all the comforts of home. With quality parts and plenty of Napa know-how, you can keep the original tiny house running longer, stronger. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
Welcome to the post-eclipse episode of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, and this is episode 843 of the show. Now, today I'm going to talk with you about final interviews and what firms look for from people at a final interview. I'm sure you'll find this helpful. Please give the show 5 stars on iTunes and Stitcher I should say. And if we are connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Now, let's get going. And I want to talk with you today about final interviews and what they want to see from you at the final. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not going to be covering what you should be doing per se. So you have to practice. That should be a given. But I kind of look at it as having 3 primary C's. Now, if you've seen some of my earlier stuff, I will talk about how a firm is trying to look for competence, self-confidence, character, chemistry, charisma, all translating into personal leadership. Here I have it narrowed down, and I want you to think in terms of congruence. I'll explain why I bring that up in a second. Confidence and connection as being the 3 primary things that they're looking for. So what's congruence? You've told them certain things before, and what you're going to tell them today is going to be congruent or in line with what you've said previously. Now, I don't want you to say the same stories over and over again unless they want to investigate a particular episode. Think in terms of a news story that you can tell that they haven't heard before. It's kind of like if you watch the same TV show over and over again. Yeah, it's familiar, but you want to see a new episode after a while, right? Be prepared with a new episode. And if they want to investigate further, on something old, you can talk about the old thing that has attracted them to you with a question, but I also say it kind of reminds me of another time when, and thus you can introduce the new story. Confidence. They want to be able to look across from you and find that you're someone that they don't have to worry about. If you're nervous, if you are bashful, if you act like a slave to them, if you don't interview as though you're talking to an adult who's your peer, they're not going to really feel confident in you. They're going to kind of view you as a relatively junior individual. And I don't care if you are a junior individual or senior talent. The idea is you're talking to an equal. They may be 30 years older than you, but you want to be talking confidently with them, but without arrogance, without annoying, without those sort of things that allow people, and I'm going to talk to those of you who are in your 20s, when you're being dismissed, you don't want to instigate that with your behavior. They may have a bias that you can pick up on. I want you to have the choice. So I think in terms so far of congruence and self-confidence, talking with them as a peer. And lastly, the 3rd C is connection. You want to connect with them. And one of the best ways to do that is, as you speak at times, use a smile. Engage them. You can say, does that make sense to you? Am I being clear enough with you? I just want to make sure that I'm not losing you here. Obviously not in an obvious place where they wouldn't lose you, because, that's kind of insulting to them. But, kind of like when you go off the rails a little bit and you're not really sure, I just want to make sure you're following me here. Yeah, I'm following you. Good. Or I'm not sure about this point. Connect with them, talk with them, treat them like an equal. Smile as you talk at times. And put a twinkle in your eyes. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to get the light off my lenses here so you can see, a twinkle in my eye where I'm really enjoying myself. And you want to have that sort of spirit as well. The more they talk, the more they like you. You might ask them about the org structure. I'm going to speak to the seniors here. You might talk about the org structure and where you fit in, what the upside is for the role, who's going to know about your work, what kind of visibility you have. Things along those lines. When push comes to shove, think, well, obviously you have to be, demonstrate competence, but you want to be congruent with what you've told them before and maybe expand on it a little bit. Self-confident and make a connection with people. That's the keys to a final interview. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few ways to connect with me. First of all, if you're interested in one-to-one coaching from me, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching. This way I know what it's about. I can get back in touch with you. We'll figure out a time to speak for an introductory conversation so that I learn what your needs are and you can figure out if I'm the right person to help you. Generally, I work with people at a manager level and above, but I do make exceptions from time to time. If you're not at that level and want advice from me, the best way is through JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. There I have curated information that I've developed and others have as well that you can watch, listen to, or read that's going to help you find work more quickly. Again, you can ask me questions through the site. I'd be very happy to answer your questions. I look forward to helping you in either of those two ways. And if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/TheBigGameHunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from fans, from listeners who have been helped by the show. And like me on Facebook. The page is facebook.com/NoBSCoachingAdvice.com or look for Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter there. Give me 5 stars, a great review. It helps other people discover the show. And I'll be back tomorrow with more. In the meantime, have a great day. Take care.
What you doing?
Ran out of space on my phone, so I'm deleting some stuff. Bye, singing dog. Bye, goal.
I pronounce you.
Bye, wedding ceremony.
Stop. At Metro PCS, you get 2 free phones with twice as much memory.
Really?
Don't say bye to your memories. Switch to Metro PCS and get 2 free LG K20 Plus phones with 32 gigs when you switch 2 lines. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Sales tax not included in phone price. Excludes numbers on the T-Mobile network. See store for details and terms and conditions.
What you doing?
Ran out of space on my phone, so I'm deleting some stuff. Bye, singing dog. Bye, goal.
I pronounce you.
Bye, wedding ceremony.
Stop. At Metro PCS, you get 2 free phones with twice as much memory.
Really?
Don't say bye to your memories. Switch to Metro PCS and get 2 free LG K20 Plus phones with 32 gigs when you switch 2 lines. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Sales tax not included in phone price. Excludes numbers on the T-Mobile network. See store for details and terms and conditions.